Hey, what's up everybody? BDF 44 coming into another video. Alright, so everything went well except for the fact that I charged the wrong card first, so I had to go to returns to have him charge the food on the EBT card as opposed to charging on my real card, because I ended up having all that money snatched out of my account. I'm like, whoa, no, that's what EBT is for, buddy. No, we ain't doing all that. But I got some lotion, some pillowcases. Unfortunately, they didn't have the white ones. Not in the form that they had, so they just got to accept the fact that I lost a pillowcase or something like that. I don't know. I have to pay for a pillowcase by way of them. I don't know how that works. But I had some gray ones, so I got some gray pillowcases. They also had like some covers that I could have purchased, but I just didn't want to invest in it. You know, the covers that would have made it so that I didn't have my head directly on their sheets, or something that could have made it so that if you sweat, you know, stuff like that is really good. But if I buy something like that, I'm gonna buy it for my own pillows, not for their nasty ass pillows. That's just how I feel about that. But yeah, got myself some paper towels like I said I was gonna do. And of course I bought myself some grapes, and of course the grapes that I bought, only if you have seeds, as if that's supposed to be a good thing. The rest of the grapes that they sell right now are seedless grapes. Anything healthy they've removed from your meals, man. Anything that you really need that's gonna make you healthy, they got rid of that. They know that we're gonna opt for convenience because we're gonna spit out seeds. What they also know is that those seeds are good for us and that we're not gonna get that information. So now that I have that information, I'm looking for seed grapes and find out that I cannot find them. Not surprising, because everything that we have is meant for us to die early. I keep telling y'all, they don't want to feed us nothing that's gonna keep you alive or keep you healthy. They don't want that. They give you a gym membership, but all the food that you're gonna eat after you finish working out is likely gonna put more fat on your body and make you less healthy on the inside. So it's not really health at all. It's not really fitness at all. So I'm working against that. I'm trying to take all of the knowledge I can get from everybody who can help me make this body of mine a real temple. All the seed oils and all that stuff. As soon as I actually find myself in a position to afford all of that, I'm gonna invest in all of that. Very, very, very good. In a very real way, because at the end of the day, I want not only to be healthy, but I want to start establishing healthy habits to share with others and healthy genetics to pass to my children. And I tell you, the only way you're going to do that is to go against the grain and look into organic eating, organic living, organic everything. Some of the chemicals we put on our bodies, probably need to get rid of some of this stuff. Some of the deodorants we use probably meant for the same problems. Because if you look at what they're giving us, it's all poison. So you got to think some of the stuff that you're not paying attention to, that you're taking on every day, it's probably just as poisonous. This is coming from the same companies. People try and kill us slowly, and I'm not necessarily looking to comply. It's like everything else they got us doing that they want us to just go along with in this damn culture. I will not comply. The more I know, the better I'll do, and the better I do, the more I'll share, and that's how it's going to be. That's why I follow people like Shaka Zulu, etc. on IG, because I know that they know what I need to know, and I know that if I look around, I'm not marketing any of those things. Period. If it's going to make me healthy, it's probably not in my midst, or it's probably coaxed into something that makes it look like it's probably some corny stuff, like I don't want it or something. It's bullcrap. What you really want, it's probably what they keep it from you. And so we gotta look into places that they're not at to find what it is that we ultimately need. And I'm smart enough to understand that at this point. So too bad I didn't get that knowledge as a young child, or as a child rather, and as a young man. But better late than never. Better never late, I guess they say. Who cares? Let's just get it done now. At any rate, I feel good, man. As I figured it would. The sun's starting to come out, even though the rain clouds are above us. It probably ain't gonna rain for another couple hours. I figured it would be that. Live on this earth long enough in this city, you just kind of understand. If it's gonna rain, chances are you're gonna see some sun bleeding through, especially in the valley. It's like it'll rain, but if it ain't come down right away, and it's like early in the day, like around 12, chances are the sun gonna come out. So I was right. There was no sense in bringing no sweaters. I wouldn't have been happy I did. And so I find that it's easier for me to carry stuff on my back for some reason. I guess I have stronger muscles on my shoulders and back because of all the stuff that I've been doing, instead of carrying it to the side of me for whatever reason. My inner arms aren't as strong as my back and my shoulders, so it's just the type of workouts I've been doing. It's easy to walk this way. Either way, just mind in mind, trying to stay alive, man, through the stresses and the bad cultures and all kinds of other stuff that's out here. Trying to take our lives and make it less happy for us. Try to build us up, to tear us down, build us up, to drop us. You know, I liken it like a ride I used to be fond of at Knoxbury Farm. I don't know if it's still there, but they ride you all the way up to the top, that drop you down, and they rise you up halfway, drop you down, and they rise you up to the top, and they drop you down. That's how the psychological effects of what it is that I've been dealing with is ultimately set up to make people feel like. And with that psychological application of up and down, you will likely be fatigued or crack, or ultimately go towards stuff like weed and crack. You know what I'm saying? Literally. I think that's what it's for. And I'm telling y'all, I watch how they treat us in AMC and the psychological application of such things in regards to the stock market, and I see that same application in regards to trying to help the poor to them, you know, to the stuff that they need. It's a up, drop. Oh, we're gonna give it to you. Here, let me offer you something that you may or may not qualify for, and then you're gonna have to take 100 unnecessary steps to get it, only for us to drop you down and tell you you can't have it. It's like you were the one that told me of it. I didn't know of GR. I wasn't asking for GR. Now you gave me an opportunity to need it, but I didn't even know it existed. I knew of SSI. I didn't know of GR. Until she told me, well, you know, it can just hold you down until, oh, okay. And now all of a sudden I've been through all the rigmarole of the up and the down. You gotta submit this. I did. No, you didn't. Oh, you gotta submit that. No, you didn't. Like, well, I thought you did. Yeah, but because because it's this day, you can't. But you will, and then you can't. Only for them to come back around 4 months later and tell me I'm been denied of it for something as frivolous as $100 worth of stock or more. $100 or more. So if I had $99 worth of stock, it'd have been fine. But I'm telling y'all, that's meant to put unnecessary stress on our minds. It's water torture. Drop, 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 drop. And because I'm understanding of such things, I know it when I see it. And I tell y'all, I said a million times, the devil is not a creative. He's going to use the same ways to mess with people as he always have. It's going to be different subjects and different tabs, so to speak, but it's the same damn thing. It's the same thing. He's going to do the same thing to you. He ain't a creative. All you know how to do is keep on using the same old loser tactics that if you keeping your eyes on God, you can see straight through. And that's why he can't really do a whole lot to me. As long as I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, the Spirit gonna tell me what the danger's at. The Spirit gonna tell me when I'm fine. The Spirit gonna tell me what rhythm is gonna help me get to where I need to go. I don't need to necessarily follow that. It's just that I've been going in the Spirit the wrong way, doing things the opposite way for so long. That's why I find myself in these traps. But I'm moving in the Spirit now, so there ain't really much it can do to me. And when it's time for me to leave this earth, I'll be out. It ain't gonna be no, oh my God, none of that. None of that. When it's time to go, I'll be done. But until then, it ain't gonna be no ups and downs. Not when the Spirit tells me to wake up in the morning and feel at peace before the crap even happens. You know what I'm saying? I just gotta be disciplined enough to go to the Spirit ahead of time so that I can have that understanding. And for those of us who are bankrupt in spiritual nature, who don't believe in the Spirit, you're susceptible to all of this. All these psychological things, and most importantly, you are going to do what it is that they want you to do, which is engage in that nonsense and pass it forward. Because it works. Everything, it works. But it's a lie. You can't see what's about to happen. Enemy's going to end a loser. So whatever's working for the short term ain't going to work in the long term. It's just like any other stock you're paying attention to. Yeah, it's up right now, but when it drops, it's going down. A lot of them companies that, oh yeah, we're doing great. We're at the top of the world. Yeah, but you're doing things the wrong way. So you're down, you're destined to lose. You're destined to lose in the long run. And so when you understand, yeah, we're down right now, but if we're paying attention to the Lord and we're following his rhythm, we're destined to win. It's no different. And he's a creative, so he's going to have different applications of things that work against the enemy ain't seen before. You ain't going to be able to copy and paste with God. It don't work like that. He's a creator. So we're going to find a new way to get around this crap that y'all got in place. Hence what I believe I actually am about. One that slipped through the cracks. I was reading some of my poetry last night that I had written back in 2015. It was a long stretch of time in 2015 when my mother was really, really ill, I was deciding to write poetry every night. Some of the poems come back around. I read, they're relevant to me today. They're relevant. I wrote them 9 years ago, but they're relevant now. And it's like, you know, I want to share some of those with y'all, but I gotta transfer them from one place to the next. So when I get my new phone, I might be able to look at this phone in theory and be able to look at those poems and then do videos with that phone while looking at the poems on this one. I don't know if that's actually how it's gonna be, but that's how I hope it is, because a lot of that stuff is saved on this phone in the cloud. But yeah, man, good poems. I'm a natural born poet. That is one of my very, very, very distinctive gifts in this life, and along with several others the Lord gave me. So I hope to share those things with you, or leave them behind somewhere so people can get to them, and just add that to the rest of the stuff that BDF does. So yeah, man, just understanding that I'm keep my eyes on God, follow the Spirit, stay away from stuff I ain't got no business going near, and take the gems of help that come my way, not only in the form of money, but in the form of these little things like what I saw here that prompted me to leave the house and get some grapes. Anything the Lord puts in my life to prolong my life and give me a better withstanding for all of this nonsense, I'm gonna take it. While others want me to go toward the wrong stuff, I'm gonna go toward wisdom, and we're gonna see where it takes me from here. You know what I'm saying? Going toward wisdom, going toward the Spirit. We're gonna see where it takes me from here. I know where I'm at right now, but I also know how I got here. I was doing things the wrong way, not turning to God in the morning, not praying as hard as I should, even though I was praying for people, not like I needed to, not in the way I know I can now. Applying the faith and not second guessing it when the Lord says things are going to be fine. And you go against that, that's when things aren't fine. So I did a lot of that. I ain't doing it now though. So we'll see where we go from here. At any rate, I'm praying for the betterment of my stem as well, since I took some days off of my workouts to handle everything I've been handling these last couple of days. Probably don't feel like working out right now, but maybe by the end of the night I'll get back at it or something. Maybe tomorrow morning I'll do it, but for the time being, I'm just withstanding the enemy's attacks, man, and withstanding them and not looking back either. A lot of them videos, as I told y'all, I made over these last couple of days, I ain't watching none of these. I'm not even watching them. That stuff is meant to stay right there as documented frustrations that are now we're moving past. So whatever GR wants to do, it doesn't matter. If they don't want to give me my GR, I'm still gonna have my shares, I can guarantee you. Until it's time for me to sell them, the Spirit will let me know when that is. I ain't letting go of nothing, and won't have to. I ain't forcing that. You can try, see how it plays out for you. So that's what I got to say to all the enemy imps, whatever form or fashion they may come, whether it be circumstances that just happen to fall out of place, or people doing whatever they do from within their businesses or whatever the hell they do. It doesn't matter. I walk in the Holy Spirit. There's nothing you can do to stop us at all. Make that very clear. Nothing. You just gotta watch us win. That's it. So that's pretty much what I gotta say. I'm almost near the hotel, and that's all there's to really share with you guys. I hope everybody's having a fantastic time. You know, doing whatever it is you're passionate about. Trying to work against this money tree that is the world. You know, everything is about money until it's not anymore. And we're gonna see that hopefully in our lifetime. But that's pretty much what I got to say. My name is BDF 44. I thank you all for watching. I'm out.